Edgar said to the interviewer he was convinced that the thing out there wasn't a vault.
Yeah, I know what he thought.
Dr. Edgars didn't think it was designed to keep things out.
I know what he
thought. It was designed to keep something in.
Do you even understand the difficulty trying to keep a base like Fathom at the bottom of the ocean from killing everyone in it on a daily basis?
Oh my god.
Everyone hold on to something! I think whatever is on the other side of that door out there, it's not friendly. I think it's trying to get out. That, my friend, is a dire combination.
That's a bad sign.
Get under the door!
It's spreading like some kind of technological contagion. We can either stop it here or watch the world burn.
Fathom, the first season of Derelict. Listen wherever you get your podcasts, or learn more at derelictpodcast.com.
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Buntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I study the secrets of the divine plagues and uncover the blasphemous truth that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The heresies of Radolf Buntwine, wherever podcasts are available.
Welcome, friend. Have a seat by the fire. Make yourself comfortable. The doctors, the pills, they had all failed miserably. There was no cure for this malady. The incessant voices clouding his mind continued to chip away at his fragile sanity bit by bit. He prayed to God or whatever holy or unholy creatures that might be listening to take away the pain, the madness. And then one fateful day, his prayers were answered, but not by God. You're listening to Campfire Radio Theatre. Tonight we feature a special tale produced in collaboration with 11th Hour Productions, an annual gathering of audio drama specialists dedicated to celebrating World Audio Drama Day, each October 30th, just a day before our personal favorite holiday. The play is from an original script by John Ballantyne. We call it Monsters Game.
If law enforcement looked at the Nankervis murder and the Watts murder, they didn't appear similar. Nankervis wasn't raped. She was drowned. And then she was stabbed afterwards, her body dumped in the canal. Watts was beaten, stabbed, and raped.
There she is, Rob. Just like I told you.
How do you always know this stuff?
Unlike you, I notice things.
Okay, so what? She's a jogger? Athletic type, right?
This time, no dry run. This time, it's for real.
Well, what if she sees me coming? Thinks I'm some pervert, rapist or something? You ever been pepper sprayed? What if she screams and someone hears?
Don't be a wuss. There's no one nearby and it's dark. She's an easy target. Petite, pretty, just the way you like them, Rob.
Yeah. Right. Just, who the hell are you anyways?
You know who I am, Rob.
Oh yeah, right. Some guy that I only hear through earbuds. Like, that's not completely psychotic.
We've been through this. Now, are you gonna go through with the plan or shrink away like some flaccid...
I don't even know this person, okay? Why would I...
The thrill. You've always been curious, haven't you? Always wanted to know what that moment felt like. And most importantly, she's on the list.
Hey, I just finished, getting ready to leave. Amy couldn't run with me tonight. She had a thing with her family. I don't know. That's right. It's a well-lit park, so don't worry. I'm fine. I have to train sometimes. Can't help it if it's after dark. Please don't give me any grief, okay? Yeah, I passed a couple homeless guys, but nobody bothered me. Nobody followed me. I'll text you when I get home, okay? Talk to you later.
You know what to do, Rob. First time is always the toughest. You never forget your first time. Leave slack on the cord so it swings easily around her neck. Keep a firm grip, though. That's right. Stay low. She can't see you on this side of the car. Now, Rob, now!
Don't stop! What are you Quiet. Quiet, please. Just quiet. God. Die. Just quiet. Oh my God.
Bravo, my friend. Bravo.
God damn it.
There's all kinds out there, Rob. Leg men, breast men, guys with their odd fetishes. But you love a long, slender neck, don't you, Rob?
How far will I go to keep my sanity? How far? I'm not sure what's the more frightening theory, that Matthias is some psychotic delusion, or that he might be real. He might be real. How did this nightmare even begin? I should have never stopped taking the meds.
Top stories of the hour. It appears that the Lowell Scrambler has struck once again near the outskirts of the city. Authorities are so far not ruling out the possibility that the brutal slaying of 24-year-old Deborah Geller may be the work of the same individual who has inspired a wave of fear and panic throughout the historic community. Police Chief Wayne Cabello held a brief news conference this morning.
At this time, we don't have any suspects. We are currently following all...
They're talking about us again, Rob.
Talking about us? No, they're talking about you sick
Excuse me. Are you using this machine?
No. No, help yourself.
Thanks.
What have we here? Who ordered the bitch?
Quiet.
Papa likes what Papa sees.
Shut up.
What was that?
Sorry, I sometimes get caught up in the podcast, you know.
Oh, right. Your earbuds, me too. What do you listen to?
Mostly true crime stuff, murder mysteries, and, junk like that.
You're kidding. I love true crime. I'm a total addict.
Wait, really?
Absolutely. What's your favorite?
My personal favorite? It's actually on hiatus at the moment. I'm kind of going through withdrawal. I think the host had some life stuff come up, or...
Monsters Game?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? Are they coming back?
Oh my god, I hope so. I binged every episode like 2 or 3 times.
What's the guy's name? The host? He makes it so interesting. He's got that little catchphrase.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. Oh, man, if you hadn't asked me. God, I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. What's your favorite case to follow?
I probably shouldn't say.
Hey, I'm a stranger, so it's not like I can rat you out to family and friends, right?
Well, this is gonna sound twisted, but I'm really into serial killers.
No kidding.
My kind of girl.
I mean, the psychology of those guys that do those terrible crimes, well, it's a little morbid, but it's fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You think I'm some kind of whack job now, don't you?
No, not at all.
Just so we're not strangers anymore, I'm Scarlett. In fact, I think we live in the same building, the one 2 blocks down.
Ah, Scarlett, the cute mystery girl on the 3rd floor.
I'm Rob. Nice to, meet you.
So, I don't mean to be forward, but there's this little espresso place on the corner. You maybe want to grab a cup? Talk podcasts? Maybe share some cues? So does this stuff keep you awake at night?
Coffee? No. Sleep is just a vague concept for me.
I don't sleep well either. It's tough being alone in the city. especially with that lunatic running around.
So, do you work in the area?
Yeah, I work at a local women's shelter. Do some volunteer stuff on the side. What line are you in?
It's just a call center job for a software company. Tech support. You know, it's a night shift.
No wonder you don't get any sleep.
Well, I had a 9-to-5 once. It was actually a pretty nice IT gig at a big company in Boston, but, you know, I got laid off a while back. The past few years have been, you know, pretty rocky, really. I had to move back in with my folks for a while.
Ouch. That stinks.
Yeah.
Shit.
What? What's wrong?
I gotta go across town.
It's gonna be dark soon.
Yeah, I know. There's this support group I'm in. Gotta visit a friend of mine, make sure she doesn't relapse into a whole bad scene again. Look, I'm sorry.
No. Hey, it's not a problem. But, you know, I got a car. I could give you a lift. I mean, if you feel safer.
You don't have to do that.
No, it's no big deal at all.
Well, okay. Sure. I really appreciate this.
Hey, it's the least I can do for a fellow podcast addict, right?
Thanks. Is this your car? Jeez, what is that smell?
I think, maybe...
Is this where you keep the bodies? Come on! I need to get her quick or she's gonna freak.
Yeah.
Doing the Son of Sam this week. The Son of Sam was born Richard David Falco, June 1st, 1953.
You could totally off them both right now. March right up there, wring their sweet little necks.
Do you want me to get cut? Is that what you want? We've established some ground rules here. It has to be with somebody that I do not know, that I haven't been seen with.
Someone you're not sweet on?
I'm not listening to you.
You're a sociopath, Robbie. You're not supposed to fall in love.
Look, haven't I done enough for you?
You crave it secretly, deep down. You know that you do. The sensation, the control, the power to hold a life in your hands.
That's it. I'm going back on the medicine, starting tomorrow.
Come on, Robbie. This is your art. They even have a name for you now. The Lowell Strangler. That really sings.
Okay, shut up. She's coming back. Just do me a favor and shut up.
Hey, sorry. Hope I wasn't too long.
Oh, no, everything's cool. I was just listening to a podcast. You know.
Took a little longer than I had anticipated.
So are you an AA sponsor? Keep folks from falling off the wagon? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Thanks for giving me a ride.
Hey, sure thing.
You mind sharing your earbuds?
Yeah. Sure, here you go.
My, how cozy.
You didn't... Did you hear that?
Hear what? Oh, this is the Son of Sam investigation. You know, some people thought he was part of a cult? That there was more than one murderer?
Yeah, and that the dog that spoke to him that told him to kill belonged to the cult leader?
Yeah. A lot of his victims were just shot sitting in their car, like we are now. Out living their lives, no clue that death was just a heartbeat away.
Well, maybe we better get moving, huh? Yeah. That was the first night that we kissed. And that was the first night I decided my days of killing for Matthias were over.
What a hopeless romantic. One kiss from some little tart and you're going to throw it all away.
No, this is gonna end right now.
Why? Because you're in a relationship? Is that your hang-up? Rob, I could tell you things about your girlfriend, rather unsavory details.
You're a liar!
I'm not just some random voice in your head like the others. The voices from a few years ago during your little breakdown. The faceless demons. No, Rob, I'm a different animal.
I started taking the pills again, huh? How about that? In a few weeks, you're nothing but a sick memory.
You know what happens when masters forget about hungry animals, Rob? Don't feed them. They get eaten, consumed. Is that what you want?
I'm cutting off your line of communication. No more haunted earbuds for this guy. I don't have to listen to you anymore.
You're making a big mistake, dipshit. We have an arrangement.
Arrange that, bitch! What? Oh, what's that? Oh, I can't hear you, big guy. Try worming your way into my brain without those earbuds.
As weeks passed, I left behind the sick head games. The haunting faces of those poor women I'd murdered. I buried them deep. I didn't need Matthias's game anymore. All I needed was Scarlet.
What are you doing?
I figured I'd, soap your back.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you want to soap. Wait a minute. No earbuds? I thought they were permanently attached.
Yeah, I decided to give it a rest. Besides water and electronics, it doesn't really...
Good call.
Yeah. God, you are so beautiful.
The water's gonna get cold.
Who cares?
Rob, can I ask you something?
Sure.
That prescription you take, what's it for?
You really want to do this now?
Yeah,
Like right here, right now.
Well, look, can we just maybe get out and go to my room? Please? I just wanted to make sure we're both up front. I mean, I'm not without demons. Like this group therapy thing I do, it's not for alcoholics.
So what's it for?
It's support for victims of violent crime.
What?
People dealing with the aftermath, the post-traumatic effects.
Wait, Wait, what happened?
A few years ago, when I was just a freshman in college, I was raped by this guy.
Oh my God.
I was on campus. He was stalking young women. I was alone. There was nothing I could do.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It happened so fast. It was like a blur, but I remember every second of it. His face, his hands.
Jesus.
It's torture. Like a video that streams over and over in permanent loop. And I know this sounds sick, but in a way, I was lucky. He killed another girl the night before.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, babe.
I was in a really bad place for a while emotionally. The scars, they never fully go away.
Did they catch this guy? Is the guy that still did this still out there on the street?
I don't know. They never found him.
But you're okay now.
Yeah. Anyway, it's in the past now. I've stuck with the program over the years because I figured maybe my experience could help someone else, you know?
Okay, here it goes. A few years ago, I sort of had a meltdown. I started to hear things. Voices.
Voices?
Yeah, I know. I'm crazy, right? Lots of them clouding my brain. It was like a radio playing non-stop in my head. They weren't real. I know that now, but it took some time to come to grips with the truth. Anyway, I lost my job, my girlfriend at the time, and basically all of my friends.
Were you diagnosed with schizophrenia?
Yeah, that's what they said. So, after I started taking the meds, the voices, they went away. Even the real ones. Because who wants to talk to a nutty schizo, right?
You're not nutty.
The silence. The isolation. It was its own hell. My doctor told me I needed to make new friends, start fresh, but in the meantime, to bridge the gap, maybe I should try listening to podcasts.
I'm sorry.
I just didn't want you to think I was just some crazy loser. Even if I am.
I do not think that, Rob.
As long as I take the pills, I'm pretty normal.
Okay. I'm
not sure I've ever loved anyone before. I wasn't sure I loved Scarlet, but Then it occurred to me one day that I would actually take a bullet to the head for her if it came down to it. I mean, that's love, right? Things were going really, really well. Until the night of the party.
Hey, what's happening, guys? OMG. Scarlet, you look amazing.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, at your service.
Yeah, that outfit nearly started a riot on the way over here.
Doug, this is Rob.
How do you do, Rob? Or should I say Blackbeard the Pirate?
Yeah, nice to meet you, yeah. I'm actually supposed to be Captain Jack Sparrow, Scarlet. She dressed me, so...
Aw, you look adorable.
Great party, huh, guys?
Hey, where's Emily? Have you seen her?
Spotted her at the minibar just a second ago. Hey, there she is.
Hey, guys. Glad you made it. Scarlet, you look so cute. Oh, this must be Rob?
Hi, nice to meet you.
The mysterious Rob. We've heard so much about you.
Dear God, it was like being struck by lightning. Like staring into the eyes of a ghost. I know you.
Rob.
I've seen your face somewhere.
This is Emily. She's part of our support group. It's great to see you. I know the past few months have not been easy.
Why? What happened?
This probably isn't the best time, Rob.
Oh, it was a terrible loss. Terrible tragedy.
Tragedy? Tragedies are earthquakes, hurricanes, natural disasters. Tragedy. When some human animal takes an innocent life, like Annie, that's something entirely different. There's a special place in hell waiting for that monster. I'm so sorry, honey. Excuse me, guys. Let me get this real quick. Hello? Rob. Her twin sister Annie was murdered. Strangled in a local park just a few miles from here. They said she was his first victim.
The first victim?
Oh, strangler, or whatever they're calling him now. You know, the police think he actually struck right after Emily got off the phone with her.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
She looks just like her.
Rob, that's your name, right?
Yeah.
This is weird, but it's for you.
Are you kidding?
Huh? Yes, for you. Someone playing games here at the party, maybe?
Who is it?
I don't have a clue. Here.
Hello?
I'll bet you nearly shit your pirate pants when you saw her face, didn't you, Rob?
Who is this?
It's your old pal. You think I couldn't track you down?
I'm not playing your game anymore.
Remember what I told you about hungry animals? Well, I haven't been fed in weeks. Getting real hungry, Rob.
Hungry? What are you talking about?
You haven't given me what I want lately. Remember our little arrangement? I take away the voices. You know, the ones that nearly pushed you to the brink. That is, if you take care of my needs.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why did you need for those girls to die?
A violent death is like a work of art, a Picasso, a thing of beauty where I come from. Makes a good podcast, too, don't you agree?
I don't need you anymore. I have Scarlet now.
Ah, precious Scarlet. You think she keeps the voices at bay, do you? You think the meds do? Well, here's a news flash for you, Robbie. I can make them come back anytime.
Stop, no, please.
That's enough. Stop! Stop, please!
Rob? What's wrong?
It's real easy, Rob. Do what I tell you to do. Jump when I say jump.
Rob?
Or else maybe next time the local police will get a call implicating you in the murders. Oh, there's DNA from those dead girls all over the trunk of your car. Open and shut case. Maybe I call your Scarlet, too. Fill her in on who you are and just what you're all about. You see, I'm getting real good with these electronic devices.
Rob,
are
you alright?
Just tell them the voices in your head told you to do it, Rob. The devils are at play.
What's going on?
I gotta go.
Please tell me.
I gotta go.
Rob. Rob!
I can't remember the last time I slept. Scarlet keeps calling. I just can't talk to her.
The number you're trying to reach is currently
I can't face her.
unavailable. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message at the beep.
Rob, I don't know what's going on with you. Please call me back. I'm really worried about you.
Matthias is relentless. It's time to make another kill. He's planned it all out. I keep having these crazy thoughts, like, you know when you download a new app or service and you click I agree to those online contracts? The ones with the fine print that you never bother to read. What if you're signing away something really important? What if...
Don't be ridiculous, Rob. I don't want your soul. I want you to paint a Sistine Chapel of death across the city.
If I wasn't such a coward, I'd swallow a bunch of sleeping pills and end this. Never wake up. Maybe finally catch up on some sleep. Though I worry what might be waiting for me on the other side. A fast food joint? Let me guess, you want a burger and a shake?
It's after midnight, Rob. The night manager's closing shop. She's all alone. Soon, she'll be walking out to a dimly lit parking lot to her car.
And she's on this list of yours?
Of course.
So who makes this list, huh? What exactly are the criteria for someone to get on this kill list here? Christ! Scarlet, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. What the hell is this? Why won't you take my calls?
Get rid of her, Rob.
Listen to me. You can't be here right now, okay? You have to go.
I don't understand. I thought we had something, a future, maybe even...
Maybe we had the wrong girl on the list, eh, Robbie?
You give me a second. Just 1 second, you homicidal piece of shit!
Who are you talking to?
You wouldn't believe me. Just go.
Explain to me what's happening, or I'm not going anywhere.
Explain to you what's happening. Okay. There's this madman that whispers to me through these earbuds. Huh? How about that? Tells me to do things. And so help me, I do exactly what he says, or he'll unleash all manner of torment into my skull. I'm talking swirling hurricanes of screaming demons that tear away at me bit by bit.
Rob.
Understand what I'm saying? You starting to figure out just what a nutcase your boyfriend is? And tonight, he tells me to go for a little ride. Go out and grab a Happy Meal in the middle of the goddamn night.
They're closed!
Well, yeah, damn Skippy, they're closed. I didn't say any of this made sense now, did I?
Are you here to kill someone?
He pulls the strings, I dance. It's as simple as that.
Who? This voice?
Scarlet, I'd never hurt you, but he will. Or he'll have someone else hurt you. Someone just as messed up as me, maybe worse.
Rob, I need you to hear something.
Hear what?
I understand what it feels like.
What are you talking about?
The other night while you were sleeping, I read your journal or blog or whatever it is you're keeping on your computer.
What?
Told you it was a big mistake keeping that little diary of yours lying around, you dumb prick.
You wrote in such detail. You wrote about things you couldn't possibly know. I understand.
No, just because you read that stuff doesn't mean
Rob, I killed the man who raped me. He didn't just disappear.
What?
After I recovered, I planned it out all very carefully. I found him, followed him around, mapped out his whole routine, made sure there was no evidence, no witnesses, made sure he paid dearly for what he did. They'll never find his body. Never tie him to me. No one cares because he was such a piece of filth.
Did you hear a voice too?
I did. But it was my own. If I hadn't done it, I would have lost my mind.
Oh my God.
You know how good it feels to tell someone?
Jesus.
You're the only one I can share this with. There's no support group for people like us. No one else that I can tell that understands the power of holding a life in your hands. Watching it ebb away. Taking enormous pleasure in it.
Didn't believe me when I told you there were skeletons in her pretty little closet, did you, Robbie?
What's sick is, some nights I dream of doing it again. But I can't. And I can't let you go on either.
What did you do, Scarlet?
I'm sorry, Rob.
Oh my God, what did you do?
I'm really sorry.
Step out of the car. Hands where we can see them.
Game's up, Robbie. You dumb bastard.
Out of the car, now!
It's not so bad here. They took me off suicide watch the other week. So that's good, I guess. The doctor, he allows me to keep my journal. Encourages it, in fact. They like to keep tabs on what's going on upstairs, which, all things considered, probably isn't a bad idea. I don't hear the voices anymore. None of them. Probably has something to do with the meds they have me on. They're a lot more potent than what I used to take. Anyway, no more faceless demons. No more Matthias. I don't even hear Scarlet anymore. For a while, I started to convince myself that none of them were real. Until the other night. Managed to borrow an old iPod Touch from another patient. Dude murdered his whole family with a meat cleaver, and they let him have an iPod. At first I was just gonna listen to music, but I tapped into the Wi-Fi. Found my favorite true crime podcast was back, and suddenly, clear as day, I heard that voice once again.
All over the national news lately, the Lowell Strangler case. So, we continue our discussion with former girlfriend of alleged serial killer Robert Lee Grisby. Again, Scarlett, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me. It's kind of an honor. Monsters Game is one of my favorite podcasts.
Yes, thank you. You and Rob shared a love of true crime podcasts, didn't you?
Yes, that's actually how we met.
And what about this ghoulish voice?
The doctor had fed me lies. That son of a bitch is real. Matthias is real. Not just some manifestation of an imaginary devil pulled from memory to excuse my crimes. He's real. Maybe he orchestrated all of this to create more salacious murders for his podcast. I fear for those that fall for his game. Oh, for Scarlet. I fear for any that are within the sound of his voice right now.
But that doesn't push most of us to murder, does it?
Not most of us, but there's really no telling what someone might do to hold on to their sanity, is there?
Can you stick around for a few more minutes, Scarlett?
Absolutely.
We need to give a brief shout out to our sponsor, and we've got more stories to cover. Apparently, there were devils at play in the world of true crime while we were on hiatus. Devils at play. This is your host, Billy Matthias, on Monsters Game.
You've been listening to Campfire Radio Theatre. Tonight's tale, Monsters Game, was written by John Ballantyne and produced in association with 11th Hour Audio Productions. More tales of terror can be found at 11thhouraudio.com. This episode was produced and directed by Steve Snyder, co-produced by Travis Vengroff, series produced by John Ballantyne. Featured in the cast were Bobby Gaglini as Rob, Sarah Caitlin Taylor as Scarlett, Dexter Herron as Matthias, Tanja Milojevic as Annie and Emily, and Edward Champion as Doug. Also featured were Matthew Boudreau, Sarah Golding, and Fiona Thraille. Special thanks to True Crime Garage and Already Gone Podcast. Production assistance by Eva and Anya Schneider. Original music by Kevin Hartnell. The song Betrayal, written and performed by Random Encounter. Sound design by Travis Vengroff. Additional sound courtesy of Free Sound Project. Mixing and post-production by John Ballantyne. Share the horror and visit us at campfireradiotheatre.com and on Facebook at Campfire Radio Theatre.
Did you know you could shop around for prescription prices? With GoodRx, you can find free coupons at over 70,000 pharmacies and save up to 80%. It's that easy. But don't just take my word for it. Dr. Adam says I've been telling all my patients about GoodRx. Jacqueline says my medication was $65 without insurance, but I paid $25. Aubriana says you don't have to pay full price to live your best life. Couldn't have said it better myself. GoodRx is 100% free. Download the GoodRx app today and start saving. GoodRx is not insurance.
Do you dig science fiction? Then get ready for the hardest-hitting sci-fi you've ever heard. The Galactic Football League series by #1 New York Times bestselling author Scott Sigler is now a free, unabridged podcast. It's Star Wars meets Peaky Blinders meets Ted Lasso. The GFL is a star-spanning, high-action, high-stakes, coming-of-age story set against the backdrop of a professional football league 700 years in the future. Follow the journey of Quentin Barnes, a gifted athlete who must travel from his backwater system to the galaxy's sprawling empires in his quest to be the best there's ever been. But he needs to watch his back as organized crime runs every franchise, fixing games and assassinating rival players. That's the Galactic Football League series. Search for Scott Sigler, Sigler, wherever you get your podcasts.
Greetings, adventurers. Today we're excited to introduce you to a new story, Dark Dice, a horror podcast that blurs the line between actual play and audio drama, where the story is determined by the roll of the dice. 6 adventurers embark on a journey into the ruinous domain of the Nameless God. They will never be the same again. One of the players is not what they seem after a doppelganger, a creature that can assume the form and voice of whatever it kills, infiltrates the team. As the players are picked off and replaced one at a time, can they figure out who the monster is before it's too late? Can you? Here's a quick example of what our show sounds like.
The shambler with the jar of liquid inside of him.
Soren Arkwright let loose an arrow that cracked the glass, passing through the spine of the creature. The shambler still managed to maintain its forward momentum, but stumbled as it eagerly tried to bite and swipe at Soren, landing near his feet.
As Jeff Goldblum has now joined our cast, Dark Dice is available however you listen to podcasts.